Well, welcome to the 2011 Relay for Life kickoff meeting. We're the one and only Heisman hopefuls.
Let us introduce ourselves. I am Arian Ocho Cinco Haddix, 85 of course being the best number and soon to be retired. The only number you need to remember as Relay for Life began in 1985 in Tacoma, Washington by Dr. Gordy Clapp.
And I'm Jeff, Night Train Bo. Night because when I hit you, it's night-night. And train because when I hit you, you feel like you've been hit by a train. While my number is 86, we will not be 86ing any of the fun and excitement carried over from last year. We have been asked to be here tonight to talk a little bit about the big game. And by big game, we mean relay. And as two of the most decorated athletes of all time, who better to speak? Well, maybe our resident athlete of the year, but she was with other public appearances.
As we've said, the biggest game of the year. The crowds will be going crazy, the players will be bringing their A game, and the fans will be in head-to-toe purple, screaming and cheering for the home team, our survivors. The opponent, Cancer, doesn't stand a chance. Our crowd will be able to celebrate, remember, and fight back. As the team takes the field, the crowd, our supporters, who are aptly named the Relay Nation, as all of you here tonight will be called for the rest of the evening. So whenever you hear Relay Nation, we want to hear you use your voice and use your megaphone and thundersticks on the table and scream.
And as with any big game, there are parts of the game in the Relay Nation that you can all relate to. Practices, of course. Teams get ready for the big game by having fundraising events throughout the season. Spaghetti feeds, selling sports memorabilia, which of course includes autographed pictures of yours truly, the true moneymaker. And it's a chance to practice to prepare for the big game, working on the fundamentals of tackling cancer.
And for those of you that are concerned about being on the front lines, you don't have to be a stellar athlete. While it takes a lot of hard work to be such a fine specimen of football physique as we are, you don't have to be an athlete. You can be an athletic supporter by attending our pep rallies.
Pep rallies, or team captain meetings, are held once a month in order to pump up and increase the game day knowledge for the teams. At each relay, the Relay Nation, I said the Relay Nation, get together to inspire each other, challenge each other to bring home a win, and send the team out to the gridiron ready for action. The fans, the boosters, show their support for the teams and help by providing the equipment and moral support for the battle ahead.
And as any good game should have, there's tailgating. There's a little tailgating going on tonight. There'll be a little tailgating going on at the big game. The teams are encouraged to bring tents and chairs to the big game. Come early, stay late, and decorate in support of your favorite team. The diehard fans will be staying up all night rooting for their teams. Much of the action takes place on the 50-yard line. Center stage is where the action happens. The entertainment, ceremonies, the auction, they all take place at midfield. However, this year, there'll be a lot of action in the red zones, or should we say purple zones, at the end of each field. We can't reveal the entire game plan just yet, so stay tuned.
I'm going to talk next about half times and timeouts. There are times when the teams need a break and the field is clear. And the Luminaria, the survivor ceremonies, call for a break in the action and their own special place in the lineup. When the Relay Nation, and the crowd is inspired and motivated by special guests, the survivor and honorary survivor speakers. Concessions. While there will be no wiener flingers or cotton candy vendors walking the stands, there will be plenty of food available for hungry fans. Bring all your appetite and cash, as the concession proceeds are all donated back to the foundation to benefit the Relay alumni.
And cheerleaders. Who doesn't love the cheerleaders? Every big game has cheerleaders, and this game is no exception. The biggest cheerleaders at our game are, of course, our caregivers. There are loudest voices in the stands when the times are the toughest and the team is down. They grab their pom-poms and rally the crowd and the teams. Caregivers should practice their cheers, and they'll receive this gift this year.
Coaching. The coaches need to be easily spotted on the sidelines, calling in plays throughout the game. If anyone from the Relay Nation has questions about the game plan, the committee members will be available in their orange coaching gear to provide assistance. But don't be the player hunted down on the sideline for a personal motivational moment after a penalty by bringing pets, alcohol, or tobacco.
And the highlight of our night, the Hall of Famers, the Walk of Champions. There's nothing more inspirational than watching a legend. Each year, the current and past alumni circle the stadium to support our survivors, the true champions. The champions take the track and take a victory lap as the Relay Nation honors their accomplishments on and off the field. And of course, as every good supporter loves, we love to celebrate victory. And as the weather is sometimes an issue during the relay season, our stadium was spared this year. And after a successful season, we want to share the glory of our big win. We, the most decorated players of all time, and as you know, our Yellow Jackets and busts are permanently enshrined in Canton, will proudly present our trophy winners from 2010. So, now we have to take our helmets off. We have a couple of awards that we present each year, and you'll have to pretend I'm putting on my actual staff person hat now. We have our Volunteer of the Year. It's been around for a long time. You can see how long the plaques have been awarded. Tammy Grimm was our last year award winner. She's here up front. This year, it's actually going to be a group of people. I don't know if any of them are here tonight, actually.
I don't see any of them.
So we'll have to cheer loud and hope they hear us. It's actually our Survivor Committee. For those that have been around, you know how much work the Survivor Committee put in. Getting the survivors to the event, taking care of the survivors when they're there, thanking them, and doing everything that goes in for that. And those volunteers are Penny Malcolm, Mary Laver, Marcelle Benish, Carolyn Ettinger, Michelle Kaufman, and Jean Burns. Those are our volunteers.
I have one more thing to that. Last year they really had the survivor tent blew over, so they had to take the survivors from one place and move them completely to another. It made it great for them. So they really went kind of above and beyond that whole step of just hosting. They had to redo everything. So they do deserve that big round of applause.
And we have another plaque that's in the process of being redone. It had been damaged a couple years ago, and so there's people that are re-putting all the plaques onto a new board for us. But that's our Team Spirit Award. And I don't see, she's not here tonight either. But,
I don't see that.
the Team Spirit Award is the team that is at every meeting. They do anything that you ask them to do at the event. Their team is inspiring. They come out and they're there for the entire event. They're just one of those teams that you look at and go, they get it. They get what relay is. And last year, as the committee talked about it, we think that team was Soccer Fanatics. They're actually one of our fundraising and club award winners. They do fundraisers that involve kids at their schools. They have their team involved. And this year they actually have another bit of a motivational factor. Their team captain's granddaughter was diagnosed with cancer this year. So there'll be, I'm sure, another team that will all be inspired again in the coming year. So they're our Team Spirit Award winner of the year. And we also have our national award winners for our teams. And we have a National Team Fundraising Club Award, and that's any team that raises $2,500 or more. While we know every dollar gets us another step closer to the cure, some teams go above and beyond and raise significant amounts of money. And for that, they get a banner to put up, or a yard sign to put up at their campsite at the event. They will get a certificate, as well as all of their teams will have lapel pins that you may see them wearing them throughout the event. We have some teams that are repeat fundraising club winners every year. We have one team that is very competitive about it, and apparently this year they said they're going for #1. So we'll start with Soccer Fanatics. Like I said, they are our Team Spirit Award. Last year they raised $2,556.59 to reach our bronze medal. So these teams will all get a poster for their level to display, and then it'll say 2010, the sticker that they get to bring back every year then. Our next team is Frontier Savings Bank. This last year they raised $2,587.44.
You're welcome.
Gary's Gang, Charlotte Butterbaugh, come on up. Their total for last year, $2,777 even. Lucky sevens. Team of Hope, again, $2,953.15. And Ameristar Casino, their team donations came in at $4,108.58. the silver level. Another one of our Team Spirit Award winners from 2009, Wilderness Warriors. You have to remember this will be your third year team, $4,484.50. That brings us then to our silver level team, and I don't see Cheryl here tonight either, but it's Allegiant Health Team Mans. They're a family team that walk in honor of their father and multiple family members. $5,442.99. And our top team again for the year, Team Tyson. Come on, Mike. And you have to know Mike, he's a little bit competitive. When I read you this total, I want you to remember that Mike called and apologized to me for their total for last year and said it wasn't where we wanted it to be. So I'm not sure what he has on tap for this year, but I'm kind of excited to find out. With an apology of $15,898.50. So those are our fundraising club award winners for last year. There's a little bit of a revamp, and we'll talk about that at some of our next pep rallies. But they've added additional levels, and the starting levels for this year, for 2011, will start at $1,000. So we'll have a lot more teams qualify and a lot more awards to present than next year. So, without further ado, we have a video. We've had this meeting to sort of explain what Relay was about.